Hi.
Hodor.
I let someone else say hi first. I wanted to see how long we'd go.
Just be funny if no one said anything for just a long
For
time.
just an hour, no one said anything.
Blank episode. Enjoy.
Yeah, but it's our homage to silent film. We just say nothing. Pantomime to each other through Skype.
That'd be awesome. No, it wouldn't actually. Why am I saying that it wouldn't be awesome?
So what's going on with everybody?
I can talk about something gross.
Sure.
I have an infection under my tooth.
Ouch.
Because my tooth has been hurting. It was hurting for like a week. And I'm like, Mom, my tooth won't stop fucking hurting. It's really bugging me now. And I'm afraid that something's wrong with me. And she's like, we'll get you to the dentist. So I go to the dentist the next day. And they're like, yeah, you have an infection right under this back tooth. And I'm like, shit. And they're like, well, you can pay $1,200 for a root canal and crowns, or you can just get it pulled for like $200. And I'm like, I'll take the extraction, thank you.
I'll take the extraction for $500.
I would not, even if I did have $1,200 lying around, I would not spend it on a tedious ass root canal.
No, you'd spend it on getting a Queen Adam Lambert ticket.
Yeah, I probably would. But no, I wouldn't want to go through that process anyway, because I hear it's terrible.
Yeah, I've heard root canals are really painful.
Yeah, my mom just had a root canal and she's still in pain. I think it was I want to say almost a week ago that she had it done.
My best friend, she was like, yeah, my mom's had 2 root canals, and you don't want to do it. And I'm like, I probably don't. Because then my mom's had one too. She's like, you have to get it, and then you have to, wait until they can get you back in for a replacement crown, and then you have to go back in again and get them to put on a permanent crown. And I'm like, I don't want to go through all that. And she's like, well, good, because we can't anyway.
Yeah, that sounds like it's, be a pain.
So and it's a tooth I'm probably not going to notice is gone anyway. So, because it's the backmost tooth.
It's over tooth.
Yeah.
Just get out.
And now, I think I have an ulcer on the other side of my mouth. So that's good.
Yikes.
And I don't know how to get rid of it. It just kind of popped up. I'm like, good, my mouth is just going to fall off my face at some point.
You look like the ghost girl from The Grudge.
Oh my god.
Or her bottom jaw just fall off and she'll be Smiley from American Horror Story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great, we gotta get you a dirty clown costume.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I have to get an old broken down bus where I keep children in it.
And force them to watch you play with toys.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good times.
Can I just say how happy I am that this season of American Horror Story doesn't suck?
I haven't been keeping up with it. I think my mom's been watching it. But
last season was disappointing as shit. It was so...
I still haven't seen Coven, so...
It wasn't scary. It had so many good ideas and you could tell, but it just seemed like, I don't know, maybe an executive producer or somebody else was just like, those seem good, but let's go a completely different route. That person who died last week, fuck it, let's just bring him back to life. I don't know, that seems kind of fucking stupid. Well, it doesn't matter, they're witches, they can do whatever they want. They're fucking Time Lords.
Every week.
They got better.
Every week, someone would die and then come back like it was nothing. It was awful.
Joe's in the background, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
No, I was telling everyone else that Joe's in
Oh.
So they hear a male voice in your background and everyone's like, Georgia, no!
Yes,
There's someone in your home!
I'm George now.
No, if they didn't know, they'd be scared that someone was in your home without you knowing. No, Georgia. And then you're not on the show next.
Welcome to That Girl with the Podcast. Have you checked the children yet?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Yep, that's my crazy boyfriend I love.
Aww.
Yeah, but he's gonna go off and do manly things.
Are you gonna go chop wood and
While eating a steak.
yeah, smoking a cigar and
Pull a
At the
Markiplier,
same time.
bacon off a football.
He'll probably watch football later. I heard there's a game.
wrestle a bear?
Yes, he's gonna wrestle a bear.
Well, you rip the logs in half with your bare hands.
He said I did a place to.
Dude.
He just said I did a place to chop wood while I watched the game.
Dude, a bunch of trailers came out this past couple weeks.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, like Star Wars and Terminator and...
Everyone's freaking out about the Star Wars trailer.
Dude,
About
that Star Wars trailer gave me
sword.
chills.
About
I
the
don't even-
stupid sword.
I
No
don't
one gives a
Yeah,
shit
Star
about
no,
the
there's a
sword.
lot of nerd rage over that dumb lightsaber. I thought it was fucking awesome. I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome. And then I get on the internet, and everyone was like, and I'm like, fuck you, you fucking nerd.
You're not allowed to have handles. That's unacceptable.
Exactly.
Oh,
Like,
I think it
you
looks
guys
kind
are
of dumb. But
fucking nerds.
I don't like Star Wars, like, at all. I don't like Star Wars. I watched 4 out of 6 movies, or 5 out of 6 movies, and they bored me. I don't like
I'm
them.
in that minority that likes all of the movies. Like, the prequels are the first movies of them that I saw, and I thought they were awesome. And then I saw the
don't
old
say
ones.
that to anybody. If you say
No,
you
well,
like
I like the original ones
dead.
more than the prequels, obviously, but the prequels look cooler. I like the look of the prequels stylistically.
Is saying you like the prequels better or worse than saying you don't like them at all? Which one of us is going to get in more trouble?
I don't know.
I'm not going to say anything, so I won't get in any trouble. I think I've seen all the movies just kind of out of necessity but they're harmless. I can see why people like them, but it's not my thing. They're okay. And I'll probably go see the next one.
I'm super ready. I'm ready for them.
Bring it on!
I'm so ready. But then everyone's like, well, remember the Phantom Menace? That trailer came out, and everyone's like, ew, and it ended up being terrible. And I'm like, I have faith in J.J. Abrams. I'm placing
not involved this time.
I'm placing my trust in J.J. Abrams. I'm giving him my hands and say, take me wherever you want to take me right now.
Greer, you're turning this into a whole other kind of movie.
Good times.
Oh my.
And then like the new Terminator trailer came out, which I've never been into Terminator, so.
You're making another one? Really?
Yeah, it's called Genesis, but instead of Genesis, but instead of an I, it's a Y.
Hey.
I thought that
Apparently
was a
my,
typo in the YouTube video, but that's actually the name of the movie.
I've just been told by Joe that Daenerys is going to be playing Sarah Connor.
Emilia Clarke's in that movie.
Wow. Cool.
She's
a good actress.
Yeah, what else?
I didn't know about any of these trailers, but that's gonna be really cool next year.
How did you miss The Force Awakens? Like,
I saw that one. No,
Okay.
you can't go on anywhere without hearing about that. But I didn't hear about the Terminator, so.
I
yeah,
didn't
it
either.
came out the other day, I think.
I'm just waiting for Avengers Age of Ultron like everybody else. So.
Then I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another James Bond movie. I think a trailer for that came out recently.
Me.
I think I heard they're trying to get another James Bond. They're trying to cast him, but I don't know if they picked anybody yet. Did they?
I think they have a guy. I'm not quite sure. I'm really not quite sure. I don't know.
It's Benedict Cumberbatch.
I'm not in.
Yay!
Yay! Well, in tennis match officially Doctor Strange. By the way.
I really was hoping they would go with Oded Fair. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he did the voice on Justice League Unlimited, and he was really good, and I wanted them to cast him as the live-action one, but they didn't.
That doesn't usually
Not that I
happen.
don't love Benedict.
Yeah.
I know, but they should.
He has
I don't
a
know.
good
I think
face for it. He has like a good.
It's like
A little otter face.
Yeah, his otter
it's like
face.
there was a news article about them casting Secret Six, and they cast Oprah as Amanda Waller, and I'm like, CeCe Palmer did the voiceover for Amanda Waller on like Justice League and Batman Beyond and she looks the part too. So I'm just like, why don't you fucking put CeCe Palmer in there? She's amazing. Put her in everything.
Let her be Dr.
Also,
Strange.
Ryan Reynolds officially
Yes.
Deadpool, which I'm excited about.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Because no,
And
that
aren't they
clip
having-
came out of him as Deadpool, and he was really good.
I haven't
Well,
seen the clip. I don't know.
They did a clip. They already
I
have that in Wolverine.
I remain skeptical on
And
like
then
everything.
They have Jared Leto as the Joker, right?
I'm excited about that. People were like shitting on Jared Leto. I'm like, why? He's a good actor. I don't know why people are shitting on him. He's a good actor.
I don't know what to think about that. Because I feel like it's the same thing that happened with Heath Ledger. Everyone was like, oh, he's going to suck
everyone
at it.
was shitting
And
on
blew
him.
everybody away.
And everyone's like,
So, I
wow,
don't
that's
know.
the best joke I've ever seen in my life. And everyone else was like, see, he's a good actor.
And I forget the name of the person they found to be Harley Quinn, but she looks so much like her.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
forgot her
I'm
name.
sorry, I said CC Palmer for some reason. It's CCH Pounder.
That's
Well, you were close.
I don't know
When was the
words.
last
It
time you
doesn't
saw Justice League Unlimited?
God.
I remember watching that show, but it was a very long time ago.
Oh, that show was so good. She was on Warehouse 13 too, and she was really great on that.
Like, if that Justice League movie comes out, and then if it does come out, and it's just shit, like, everyone is just gonna spend all day watching Justice League Unlimited instead.
As they should.
Or they're gonna pledge their sole allegiance to Marvel.
Yeah, probably. That movie, I don't even know what DC's doing right now.
I don't think they know what they're doing either,
They don't
honey.
know what they're doing.
They're like, everything has to be gritty, and we're just like,
Please don't.
no.
We can't be like Marvel. Marvel's the enemy. We have to be all dark and menacing.
I was watching TV yesterday, and my mom had it on FX, and Thor was on, and she comes back in from getting dinner, and she's like, oh, and, like, she wanted to watch TV and change channel. She's like, oh, you don't mind if I change this, do you? And I'm like, you're glad I've seen this, like, 50 times.
Or else I'd cut you.
You're glad that I've seen this movie way too many times. Which I have, by the way.
Let me guess. She probably cut away just as he was walking away with it.
No, they were going. It was like the very beginning of the movie. They were going to
Jotunheim?
Jotunheim. And
Cool.
Heimdall was like, I don't know if you guys want to do this. And Thor was like, fuck you, I'm gonna be a pirate.
Like, cut that shit out.
I would love to see Thor just be like that. He's like, fuck you.
I'm Thor doing like, oh wait.
Dun dun. I hear Loki's gonna be in Thor 3 and Avengers 3.
Yeah, it's
Like they're already planning that.
Infinity-
They haven't even finished Avengers 2.
Oh yeah. What's it? Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2.
Infinity ovaries of explodingness.
Yes.
I speak words. well.
I hope Thor 3 is like an opening shot of like Loki has just enslaved all of Asgard. Like,
And he's naked.
everything is just fucked.
In the best way possible.
In the best,
Giggity.
simultaneously the best and the worst way. And then Thor has to he's like, fuck, I gotta deal with all this shit, god damn it. Because he comes back from being on Earth and like being on the Avengers and fighting Ultron and shit, and he comes back, he's like, oh, god damn it.
God damn it,
Why
Loki,
did I
I can't
not
leave
see
you alone
this
for 5
coming?
minutes. I can't leave you for 5 minutes without you fucking shit up. You are so grounded.
I thought you were dead. Why did I fall for that again?
Are you
I think
going to
there-
not fall for that?
I think there's a comic, Thor and Loki Blood Brothers, which is basically the whole Loki finally takes over and then
Yeah.
eventually
Maybe
gets his ass
stop
kicked.
that. I don't know. I actually have a DVD motion comic of Thor and Loki
Yeah.
Blood Brothers.
I saw that. It wasn't bad.
Motion comic, cool.
It's like they'll do like a certain comic storyline and then like kind of animate it very stylistically as like comic panels or whatever, and then they'll have voiceovers on it.
Yeah, they did that
The
for
art's a little weird for me, but I still liked it. It was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I liked it.
Like,
no, I've heard of them doing that before. They did it for the comic within the comic in Watchmen. I forget the name, with like the guy on the boat.
Mhm.
I don't know. They did the same thing for the DVD, and I was told that was really good too. I think they had like Gerard Butler, like, narrating it or something.
Yeah, now, Heather, now that you've said that, like, that's what I want. Number 3. Like, that's what I want. I don't know why they just don't call it Blood Brothers if it's going to be based off of that, but I don't know why it's called Ragnarok. But I knew at some point that they were going to use Ragnarok in a title for Thor.
Yeah, there's a timeline, or there is the whole Ragnarok event in the comics as well, so it might be based on that instead of Blood Brothers. I don't know what they're doing.
Maybe they're combining both, and I don't know. I guess Ragnarok sounds better because it's the apocalypse. It sounds more menacing. It sounds more, I don't know, scary.
Not Blood Brothers. Ragnarok is the one where Loki ends up in the wrong body and is a woman. He's in
Girl Loki. That's that one?
And he fucks a horse.
Dude, maybe, he fucks a horse.
That's
probably
entirely separate. He turned into a mare and got raped by a horse.
Wow.
Norse mythology, everybody.
Just mythology in general is fucked up. I think any culture can support that.
Well, they're typically like cautionary tales and shit. It's like, look at these gods fucking everything up. Don't do that shit.
And literally, look at all these gods.
And everyone.
And literally, look at all these gods fucking. Seriously, Zeus has fucked everyone.
Seriously, use a condom, kids.
Seriously, everyone is related to Zeus.
I'm related to Zeus. Oh my god.
I'm Zeus. You're Zeus. We're all Zeus.
I am Zeus, as opposed to I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Quit reminding me I haven't seen that movie. God damn it.
I just got a Facebook message from my sister. You talking about Loki's horse baby in there?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. And we're proud of it.
What else? We talked about most of the trailers that have come.
Did that Peter Pan thing come out yet?
Yes, that was Thursday, and I still haven't watched it, but my friends were like, "Oh my god, Christopher Walken's amazing."
As soon as I saw that they cast Walken, I was like, nope.
Why not?
I'm gonna watch that shit for Christopher Walken. I'm gonna go back and find a copy of that.
Believe it or not, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I could believe him playing it because he actually used to dance. Like he was I think like he like trained as.
Yeah, like he's a trained dancer.
Christopher Walken is somebody who's in very specific roles.
Oh yeah.
Not Captain Hook.
That could work. I don't know. I mean,
depending on what direction of Peter Pan you want to take it. But...
I mean, it looked like the makeup they gave him was a bit excessive. He looks almost like an old drag queen.
Nothing wrong with an old drag queen.
Hi. I love you. Literally just said that, and then RuPaul's Drag Race came back on TV. Timing.
Cat movie play on Lifetime.
What movie?
The Grumpy Cat Christmas one.
I need to watch that too. Fuck.
Oh, did that come out already?
I don't know.
It did. I need to watch that too.
Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever, available on DVD December 16th.
Yes.
Not a sponsor of this podcast.
The best.
We're such whores.
It's the fucking best Christmas present.
I find it so funny that they call her Grumpy Cat, but
that's not her name.
She's such a tall cat. Well, I know. Her name is Tartar Sauce.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers that. She's known as Grumpy Cat, so that's what they're going to call her.
Because I know random cat celebrity trivia. But, she's such a tolerant fucking cat. Like, my cat is Grumpy Cat. She doesn't put up with shit.
Yeah.
Tartar Sauce, like, on TV and stuff, and they're petting her, and she's just like, whatever.
And she goes to, like, she has, like, a fucking schedule. Like, she goes to New York to promote the goddamn movie, and she has a goddamn schedule, and I'm like, fuck.
This cat has a better handle on life than I do.
Exactly.
She's got an agent and shit.
I need to be Grumpy Cat, apparently.
You should.
Somebody hire me to be Grumpy Cat.
You should have voiced her instead of Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, you need a better agent, Heather. And by better, you mean just one.
One. You need just one agent.
Petition to get me to be Grumpy Cat.
I will.
Hey guys, I keep seeing this. This is the second time I've seen this on Facebook, and I hope to God it's not true. I really, really do. They're trying to make a live-action Sailor Moon movie, which, by the way, they've already done in Japan. But they want to cast Megan Fox as Sailor Moon.
That's a rumor. I think that's a rumor.
Yeah, that better be wrong, because that would be awful.
I'm pretty sure it's a rumor just to get people upset. Like, 'cause
Yeah,
that's
that
a
would be-
headline where a nerd will read that, and they're like, no! And they'll get all ragey and post about it on Facebook, and then it spreads like wildfire. I
haven't heard about the Megan Fox thing. I remain skeptical now because of that whole thing with Kristen Stewart. Everybody's saying she's a horrible actress. Like, no, she's actually not a bad actress.
Not bad.
It was just the Twilight was bad. So I'm not sure if Megan Fox is she a bad actress or does she just tend to be in shit.
You know what? I don't know. I haven't seen her in enough movies.
So somebody put her in something good, and then we'll find out.
That is such an interesting debate, but at the same time, you might be right, Heather, because, like, the director who did the first Twilight, I think, or one of the directors of Twilight, she did the Red Riding Hood movie with Amanda Seyfried, and I saw that in theaters, and, like, I've seen Amanda Seyfried, I think, in, like, another movie or two, and she's a good actress, but, like, seeing her in this, it just looked like she was so lifeless.
Okay, here's
this is a lot to do with the direction and the writing. Like, friggin' nobody's gonna do a good Bella because it's a shitty character in a shitty fucking book.
Yeah, like, and in this too, in Red Riding Hood, like when she's in the woods with like her love interest, and she thinks that like the love interest might be the bad guy. The way she reacts is just like, no, get away from me.
She's good in Alice in Wonderland. That's really the only thing I've seen her in.
That's Mia Wasikowska, isn't she?
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. Who am I thinking? Amanda Seyfried. What have I seen her?
She was the dumb one in Mean Girls.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say she was in Mamma Mia, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's the movie I'm thinking of. Yeah,
she's not bad, but it just seems like the director doesn't know how to handle people.
Okay, here's what the internet does.
It makes porn and cat videos.
Okay, no. The original headline was because they did an interview with Megan Fox back in April and said, yeah, I'd like to see a Sailor Moon movie. Take the internet, reboot that headline in November and say, Megan Fox is doing a live-action Sailor Moon movie. But they quote the interview from fucking April, which they already had a fucking article about in April.
Ah, shit.
That's what the internet does. Megan Fox is not going to be a Sailor Moon movie, but she would like to see one. And so would I, even though they've already done one in Japan with Asian actors. But you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore.
God damn it, internet. You're why we can't have nice things.
I'm sick of the internet. I hate everyone on it.
Except for the people who made... We were going to talk about this. Except for the people who made Kirk Cameron's movie number one at the bottom 100.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty great.
We were going to talk about that. So what is it? Saving Christmas or some shit?
Yes, it's his propaganda movie about Christmas, which is barely propaganda from what I've heard. If you need to know all about that movie, go watch Brad Jones's videos on it. Because it's apparently a movie that needs to be seen.
You know what I love about all this is that before he got on the list, he was, like, trying to promote the movie, you know, as people do when you make one. Mm-hmm. But he was saying that, like, you know, Christians need to see this. Help spread the word so that we can get a higher tomatoes rating or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what did the internet do? The complete opposite.
Yeah.
Because you don't tell the internet what to do. The internet tells you what to do. I guess.
The internet is a crazy place.
Madness!
It's dangerous to go alone. Take Tiny Box Tim.
Come on!
No, not that.
Take this box of porn and a kitten. You'll be safe that way. I still kind of want to see it, though. Even propaganda or not, I do want to see it just because, like...
I feel like I'd lose like 2 points.
He seemed so arrogant that, like, he was gonna make this movie and everyone was gonna love it and be like, oh, it deserves better ratings than this. You know, and, I I love seeing people get taken down a peg when they think they
Don't you just love people with absolutely no self-awareness?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so... like when he did that stupid thing with, what was it, like the dinosaur duck or some shit like that? What was it again?
I don't know. I was thinking of the thing he was trying to make a point that God exists because bananas fit in your hand really well. Wasn't that it? Or was that somebody else?
I don't know, but you just blew my mind. I don't know. I don't know. Poodles.
Dude,
Yeah, what's else to say?
Telltale's Game of Thrones game came out this week, and I really want to play it really bad, but I don't have $20.
I've seen you post about that.
What?
I keep seeing you post about it on Facebook. Like, is it a video game?
Yes.
Like, what is?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just like Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us. It's the same style, same company. I think it's supposed to be based on a family in the Game of Thrones / Song of Ice and
family
Fire.
that they made for the game. I think it's like an OC
Well,
family.
the family exists. It's just nobody in the family has appeared in the books or on the show.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
it's easier to take liberties that way, which I think is a good idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would too. There's already so many well-established characters.
Yeah.
But apparently they're like loyal to the Starks, but they're also super like rivals with the Bolton family of all people, and I'm like, shit, the fucking
You do not
Boltons
wanna
are gonna
fuck
be in
with
this
the
game. God
Boltons.
damn it.
Especially Michael. You don't want to mess with him.
Oh, like a Ramsey.
I've been wanting to
Ramsey
make that
Snow.
joke.
Ramsey. God.
Ramsey.
I'm not sure who's worse, fucking the Boltons or, I can't think of the last name now.
Phrase.
Greyjoys.
Oh, the Greyjoys, yeah.
The Greyjoys' whole family, like, is based on rape and pillaging, and I'm just like, whenever I see somebody or that they're selling, like, something with the Greyjoy crest on it, I'm like, that's
I like the
awkward.
crest, and I like Theon's sister. She's really cool.
Yeah.
I liked her, except that when we first meet her, she's being felt up by her brother, and she
Oh yeah,
knows it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
love
gross.
it.
Like,
I
why
love
did you
that
tell me?
scene.
Like, why didn't you tell me you were my sister? Because I liked it.
Because I
think
wanted
it
to
was
see
more-
how much of
I
an
wanted-
idiot you
yeah.
were.
I wanted to see what you were really like, so I pretended not to be your sister.
Gross. You think you would have recognized her
There's a lot
anyway?
of them, like, in the books, I don't think he's seen her since, he's been with the Starks since he was a little kid.
Mm.
So he hasn't seen her since she was prepubescent at the very least. So yeah, she looks very different. And I think there was a lot in the book that was like, he'd try to feel her up and then she'd like push his hand away, or he'd try to put her hands out and say,
Yeah,
Like,
she's
get out
like,
of there.
no. She's like, no, stop that. We're not Lannisters.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait for the next season. I can't. I don't know what to do with my life.
Read
Yeah,
the book.
there should be a goddamn trailer sometime soon.
Maybe after Christmas or
I
something.
thought they started casting the Martells.
Yeah, I
There are
think
more
they did.
Martells?
They think that
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a lot more of the Martells in there.
All right. I don't know, because there's so many characters. It's kind of hard to keep track of everybody.
Mhm.
I feel like if I read the book, I'd probably get even more confused. So many people.
I don't know. Sometimes reading the books, I was like, wait, who's this again?
Mhm.
Which one
Yeah.
is
I'm
But-
like that. I'm like that watching the show sometimes. I'm like, oh, it's that guy.
There's
like
a lot of names.
you have-
A lot of names
So
have been changed for the sake of the TV show, like because they sound
Yeah.
very similar to other characters.
And to hide their identity because this is based off a true story.
Well, no, like it's Theon's sister. Her name isn't her name's Yara in the TV show, but in the book her name is something else because it sounds very similar to another character's name.
I think it's Asara or something.
No, her name's
Let me-
Asha with an A, and then
Yeah.
they have the character Osha with an O.
Yeah, Asha Greyjoy.
Yeah, Asha, and then there's Asha, who's with Bran. And so they had to change her name because it just sounded too similar. Like, it's easy to tell when you're reading it, but when you're
Yeah.
actually pronouncing it, like, it sounds too similar. So they're like, we'll just change it to something else.
Hodor.
Yeah, Hodor.
When
That's
my
like, I saw the best shirt. I've been telling them that I love Redbubble, this website I've been really obsessed with. And this one shirt I love, it's Hodor on like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and it's like a blank sentence, and so it's like A, Hodor, B, Hair-door, B, like C, Her-door. You know, it's all spelled differently,
Yeah.
spelled wrong, and he's just sitting there like thinking about it really hard. It's so great.
Dude, Hodor is not gonna be in next season, I think.
I know they're not doing his story or Brahm's story, and that really sucks.
there's
Cause
so much going on, they're just gonna have to keep splitting up the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but like that's supposed to be. It looks like a really good story. Like it looks like he's, I don't know, kind of entered Hogwarts, you know, in that tree. He's gonna learn about magic and stuff. But no, we don't have the time to learn about that.
You're a wizard, Braun.
We don't have time. We have to go.
We have to go see what Tyrion's up to, I guess.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But no, the Telltale Game of Thrones game, like it has like voice acting from the actors in the show, and it looks very stylized and
Oh, that's cool.
graphic novel-y, and that's what I like about Telltale.
Graphic novelty.
Like the
Like-
stylistically, personally, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
That's cool. What's it called again?
The game company is Telltale, but like they made the Walking Dead game, and which I'm actually playing through again
The
right
Wolf
now.
Among Us.
Yeah, and The Wolf Among Us, and which is based off a comic book, and The Walking Dead's based off a comic book, and then they did a Secret to Monkey Island remake, and they did the Sam and Max games, and
The Wolf Among Us is on sale on Steam, and I want to get it.
yeah, here's it. I haven't played it, but
I'll definitely check that out later. It sounds cool.
I'm probably gonna have to wait if I get money for the Steam sale, and then it'll probably go to like 30% off at least because it's super brand new. So it'll probably get a little under $20 during the Steam sale, but I'm not sure. Right now I think it's still full price, like $25 or something.
Yeah.
But only
The Game
no,
of
it's
Thrones
$30. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Game of Thrones one is $30 right now, and what Telltale does is they'll release like just episode 1 of I think it's gonna be 6-episode series, which I always get fucked up because the Walking Dead games always do 5, but their episode 1 is out right now, and then once you buy the game you get episode 1, but then you get the episodes as they come out. Like I think episode 2
So
is
it's
gonna
like
be
a season
sometime next year, but they get them out pretty fast. So, but you're like, you play the episode through in like one day, and you're like, oh wait, I can't play the next one yet.
There's no more. No.
I have to wait like 3 more months before the next one's out or whatever, you know.
No, I can't do that. No. That's probably what
It was really
people
hard
want.
for people when The Walking Dead came out. I didn't play The Walking Dead when it first came out, and I haven't played season 2 yet. So apparently that was very, very hard for people to like just wait for 3 months for another installment. I'm like, shh, and they're like, fuck, I want to play it.
Is the game for The Walking Dead, is it based on something that happens in the comics?
No,
or is
it's
it
completely
something separate?
original.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I don't watch the show, and I've only read a little bit of a...
Yeah, you can go in. I don't watch the show either, so you can play it without like
I've heard-
knowing anything about it.
I think I read the first 3 volumes of that, because my friend let me borrow their volume 3. The comic's pretty good.
They have a Back to the Future game too, which is supposed to be very, very good.
You know, I've never actually watched those movies.
Really?
Never?
Never.
Wow.
I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never watched it, and I've never had much interest in watching it.
I haven't seen the second and third one in so long. But the first one they show on TV a lot, so you probably could find it that way. But they're good movies, if I remember.
I realize I haven't really seen any Alien movies except Alien Resurrection. I realized when Mark was playing Alien Isolation, I was like, I don't think I've actually seen anyone except like one of the bad ones.
Alien's overrated, and I'm gonna get so much shit for that,
Holy
but
shit.
fuck you, man.
I need to watch that. I got one of those sci-fi blind boxes, and I got the Xenomorph. And it's adorable. But Yeah, I need to watch the Alien movies. Resurrection I only watched because it had Ron Perlman and Brad Dourif, which
They did
instantly makes even shitty.
Telltale also did a Homestar Runner game, which I just
Oh.
remembered. They did a
I don't like them.
Really? Wow.
Well, it seems like my kind of humor, doesn't it?
Yeah. But they did a Homestar Runner game based off of Strong Bad.
I think it's because my sister's boyfriend used to have her watching it all the time, and I was just like,
I kind of wanted to get into Strong Bad, but I never did. I just know Trogdor.
Trogdor.
I always watched Teen Girl Squad. That was my favorite.
Oh God.
It's still funny.
Yeah, it's like
Runner thing with my sister, like, oh look at there's a new guy. A bug flew in my mouth.
the ugly one.
But yeah, I don't know. Not really my jam. Whatever.
I was playing. That's the reason I was up all night. I was playing video games. I was playing Plants vs Zombies all night, but then I had to stop because it was getting too hard, and I started getting frustrated. Plants vs Zombies, despite its look, very hard game. Once you get into it, like you'll start to get like once you're done with like because there were like a few stages of it. Like you start out with a regular lawn, and then they add a pool into the lawn, and you're like, I can't plant stuff here, and then they put you on a roof, and you're like, shit, now it's super hard.
I've got the mobile. I don't think I have it because I had to get a new replacement cell phone, but I had it on my cell, and it's a good game to play when you're just kind of, waiting at the pharmacy or some shit. It's entertaining.
I had a version on my DS. I have a. Well, no, I still do. I have a version for my DS, but it's kind of limited, so that's why I like PC version.
Cute.
What else has been happening with you guys?
Not much. I've just been working a lot. The holidays and holiday hours and shit.
We're talking Markiplier and Grumps. That's pretty much been my life
Yeah,
lately.
me too.
Markiplier.
Mark, Danny Sexbang, and Barry Kramer need to stop being so goddamn adorable because my heart can't take it.
Yeah, that Starbomb album is coming out in a couple weeks.
I know. I just bought like all of Ninja Sex Party stuff. But then the thing is, like, I don't think I'm gonna really be into it. And then I listened to some of it, like, oh my god,
that first album's really good.
It is.
Did you ever get that link I sent you about that album of that band that Danny was in before he started doing comedy stuff? He was in like 2 serious bands. Like honest to God bands. Look up.
He's a good
Look up
singer.
Sky Hill and you'll fall to fucking love.
Baby Danny.
It's a really solid album. It's pretty fucking good. Yeah, I can't wait. There's a track on there called The Simple Plot of Metal Gear Solid. And I can't
I saw you
fucking
post
wait
that.
for that. Oh my god, because on the first one there's one called The Simple Plot of Final Fantasy VII. They're like, oh, that's gonna be good. They should do, like, Metal Gear or something on the next one. And then they did! And I'm like, fuck yes! Because Metal Gear Solid is, not the simplest of stories to follow. There's a lot of, double agents and nanomachines involved, and it's just a clusterfuck of things. Like, I've not been able to get into that series, really, because of how complicated it is to keep up with. Especially since I'm not sure which games come before which games. Like, I know 3 is chronologically the first game, I think. I'm not sure.
I know nothing of the Metal Gear.
Yeah, it'd be kind of in vain to get into it now, because now it's like technically 6 games, but I don't count Ground Zeroes as a full game, because all it does is introduce Metal Gear Solid 5, and that's going to be a full game, and Ground Zeroes is apparently only an hour long, so I don't really count it as a full game. So, yeah.
George and I are just kind of like, anything you say.
I'll take your word for it. If I just came out and I said, yeah, Metal Gear Solid's about a walking piece of cotton candy, and you were like, yeah, I believe that. I don't know anything about it.
Wait, that would be the most delicious video game ever.
Yeah, it is Kirby. No, well, he's not made of cotton candy. He looks like he is, though. Kirby.
But he can kick your ass.
I wish I could talk a little more about... I need someone on here who could talk about gaming more. I need to replace one of you, I'm sorry.
There can be only one.
There can be only one.
How about you, Heather? Yeah.
Oh, Scheisse.
Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was alright. Kind of... Well,
I got to stay home.
Bit boring, but...
Mine was really good. Joe cooked everything, and it all turned out so freaking delicious. I made a
pretty good green bean casserole. It was alright.
Nice.
My family went out for dinner, and it wasn't a place that had really any vegetarian options, so I was like, shit, I ain't paying for that shit. So I could stay home and enjoy the quiet, empty house.
Good. Yeah, we, I went over to my grandmother's house, and all of us went over there, and I ate a pretty good green bean casserole. I took some of it home, and then in the middle of the night, at like 3 a.m., I got up and took it out of the fridge, and I just started eating it right out of the thing. I'm like,
nom, nom, nom.
I'll tell you what, French onions don't taste good after, like, a few hours. Like, if you make something with French onions on it, like, after, like, 6 hours, it's, like, they're, like, no good. But then, like, after, like, I figured out there's, like, this period where in between the 6 hours after it came out of the oven and then the 24 hours, like, the French onions are, like, absolute shit. And then you wait, like, 24 hours, and then they're actually good again. Like, they don't taste stale anymore, which is
sorry.
so weird that I figured that out. I was like, this tasted like crap 2 hours ago. What happened?
Magic. That's what happened.
The Grammy nominations came out. That's something that happened that I'm actually a little irked about. I keep saying this every year about the Grammys, and I'm like, I'm done with the Grammys. I'm done with them because they're just bullshit. And people buy their way into it, and it's bullshit. But every year I get invested with it. It's kind of like the Oscars. Like, people don't watch Oscars anymore because it's too commercial, but then they get into it anyway.
Yeah, you sound very conflicted.
I am very conflicted.
Like, I don't want to be a part of it, but I want the people I like to have them.
Pretty much.
Because I've become obsessed with this. Well, not obsessed, but I really like this artist named Hoser right now. He has that song on the radio right now. Called...
Please tell me he's Canadian.
He's like Norwegian or something. I don't know. He's from Europe. No,
what,
he's Swedish. He's Swedish, I think. He's from somewhere over there in that area of Europe.
Somewhere
with really white
in that
people.
Area over there.
So Utah.
But his music's like... No, he's Irish. Never mind, he's Irish. I thought he was like from that...
Still mostly white people.
European area.
Somewhere. Some kind of European.
Yeah, he's some European.
Okay.
No, but he's not on Best New Artist list, and I'm like, fucking why? But he's nominated for Song of the Year, and I'm like, that's good. But I'm sad he's not on Best New Artist because he's obviously the best new artist of the year, and I hope he stays on the radio for a very, very, very long time. Because he's very, very, very talented. And he's also really hot, which also helps. Like, I saw him on Saturday Night Live. Like, he was a guest on Saturday Night Live. Didn't know who he was. And then immediately looked him up afterwards. Because I'm like, whoa, he's cute. And that song's really good. I should look at
it. Fits your criteria, I guess.
You see where my priorities are with musicians.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so, like, I'm very befuddled because while there were good rap songs this year, I don't count Nicki Minaj's Anaconda as a rap song because she's barely in it.
I thought it was like a pop song.
No,
I
it's
only
a rap
heard
song. She
once.
raps in it, but most of the song is the Sir Mix-a-Lot remix. So it's mostly him, and it's somehow nominated for Best Rap Song at the fucking Grammys, and I'm like, wait a second. Hold the fucking phone.
Wait
I said to
a
myself, I
minute.
look up from my screen, I'm like, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense at all.
What is happening?
And, like, I don't understand how it got on there because even the lyrics aren't that awesome. Even though I do think the song is catchy, but...
God, friggin' Markiplier was quoting that on one of the live streams. I think it was the one from August when he was sick.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, oh, honey.
Catchy song. Not something I'd listen to over and over again, but yeah. Don't know why it's there. I was very confused. I didn't know the Grammys liked Nicki Minaj. Like, that was the thing. I didn't know that, like, she...
They probably don't. They probably just picked her because she's popular.
Yeah,
Am I
that's why I
guessing?
kind of get pissed at the Grammys sometimes. I'm like, how did this person
Well,
get
I
on
mean,
here?
Isn't that what a lot of award
Why does
shows
Chris
do?
Brown
they,
still get nominated for Grammys? I don't get it. I don't
he has a really good agent.
get it. He's not even good anymore.
Also, he's
He's
a piece
had
of
like
shit.
2 good songs in the past 10 years. Doesn't make sense. It makes no sense.
He is literally human garbage.
Like, I'm like, fuck. I don't even like, All About That Bass is nominated for everything, and that's not a song I enjoy.
Yay! I
don't
love
like
it.
that song.
I kind of like it, but I've heard backlash about
I
it
like
lately. Like,
the-
they're saying, oh, the message isn't
I
that
like
good.
the
I don't
first
know.
time that I don't.
It's a hell of a lot better than most messages. I think a lot of the people that are like, oh, well, you know, there's that line where she says, I know you think you're fat, but but I'm here to tell you, every inch of you is perfect from the
I
bottom to
don't
the
give a
top.
fuck about the
And
message.
they're like-
I've just heard it too many times.
And they're like, and they're just like, oh, well, it implies that being fat means you're not perfect. I'm like, well, you could take it that way. You could also take it as her saying you're perfect regardless of whether you feel or you are overweight or not.
also,
So I feel like
Also,
the
can I-
criticism...
can I just say, first of all, she's not even that big. I don't know why she wrote a song about her being big when she's not
she's
big.
definitely big by Hollywood
Well, by
and the music
Hollywood
industry
definitely, but you look at a picture of her and you're like, fucking damn, she's not even, like, fat at all.
She's
mean,
still
she's
Not a
considered
size
fat.
2, but she's definitely, like, a size 6.
She might have been fatter before. Like, she might have been, like,
Yeah,
really,
I'm
really
like
fat.
wondering
Maybe that's
what producer, when she first came to Hollywood, she probably wrote that song after she came to Hollywood and some producer told her she was fat. She's like, I'm gonna write this song.
There's probably people that have called her fat, even though she's not. Either way, fat or not, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Again, I don't give a shit about the message, but I've just heard it too many times. Like,
As long as you're fucking healthy and you're happy with yourself, that's all that matters.
I like that.
But I think
It's a good song.
that new single that she has, Lips Are Moving. I like that one a lot better.
I don't think I've heard that one.
I just heard that the other day.
Like, I like that song way better. It's way more catchy. And it shows off her voice a lot more. Like, she's a good singer, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
I like her stuff, so I don't. Yeah, I think
She'll
that
probably
people
have
that-
more stuff in the future,
that are being-
hopefully.
She'll probably win Best New Artist just because I'm
Good.
pretty sure the Grammys really like her. Or, like, people on the Grammy board are more likely to give it to her, so.
Did you say in the Grammy worm?
On the Grammy board.
In
Like,
the Grammy worm.
Like, people that vote, like, the industry people that vote on the Grammys. Like,
Yeah.
that's how they vote on the Grammys. They get a bunch of people from the music industry to
They get a
submit their
bunch of
votes.
white old men.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I hope that's not entirely true, because that would make it creepy.
No, like, I think they have, like, Mariah Carey on there and just a bunch of, like, just people that are, like, music veterans. So it's, like,
Yeah, like legit.
Mariah Carey and Cher and a bunch of people like that.
Okay.
But also producers like like Pharrell and like Max Martin and
Pharrell and his hat. His hat has.
Pharrell and his hat. His hat's a separate entity. Yes. Firmly believe that.
Yeah, I'd like to believe that too. And sometimes it goes in parties with Angry Cat on the weekends.
Grumpy Cat.
Yeah. Oh no, because we've seen that picture with
Yeah,
the
I know.
Oh yeah. No, but I get mad about something at the Grammys every year where it's like best song. It's like all of these fucking songs, and then something brilliant like Chandelier. I'm like, well, fuck. There's obviously no goddamn competition here, because that's obviously the best song on this list. Where it's like everything and then Chandelier, everything and Sia's Chandelier, and I'm like, you take this list, like that's obviously the best thing on it, because it's a masterpiece if you ask me. I fucking enjoy that song a lot.
I hadn't heard it at all. You're gonna have to send it to me later.
Oh my god, I'll send you the music video because it's fucking
Sure.
weird. I love the music video for that song. It's kind of creepy, but I like it a lot. It's so fun.
I like creepy.
Yeah. I'll send it to you after podcast is over.
Cool.
Let's see. What else? Well, that's about it, I guess. We can
Yeah.
stop fucking now.
Let's get ready for Christmas. I gotta do some shopping and stuff.
I could talk more about games, but I don't know if I want to. 'Cause you guys don't care about the new awesome ass open world Zelda that's coming out.
Nope.
It's gonna
I've
be
never
fucking
played.
amazing.
I've never finished a Zelda game. I started Ocarina of Time on the 3DS and I didn't get very far.
Yeah, it's hard for like people now to get into Ocarina of Time, because back then it was like, whoa, look at this fucking shit, it's awesome. Well, the Nintendo 64 was like, this is the greatest console ever, and now you have,
I think the 3DS was giving me a headache too with that. It's a bit
yeah,
much.
the 3DS can do that if you're not careful, if you have the 3D on for a prolonged amount of time.
Well, I don't like that. I get headaches easy, so.
Mm.
There's
But
this
yeah,
one guy on the internet. Well, there's probably, you guys know about
guy.
video game glitches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
definitely.
I think there's some people who just exclusively do that. But there's this one guy, I don't remember his name, but I found he has a playlist of just video game glitches. And he did one, I think it was a Zelda game, but I think it was Ocarina of Time. And just watching that was pretty funny. There were parts where Link wasn't even on his horse, he was floating above it. Or he was next to it as it was riding away.
Mm-hmm.
And the craziest one of all of that was Link was in this room. I forget what he was doing, but all of a sudden his eyes became mouths, and they started.
Oh my god!
They started moving, and the guy was just like, "What the hell's going on?" It was
That sounds terrifying.
That shit. That's when people that's people that intentionally glitch games to see just what they can get.
I love glitches.
I love
They're
that.
creepy as shit. They're
I
so
love that
cool.
shit.
If you ever go on Crack, they have great glitch lists of different kinds that they've seen.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, those are insane. So insane. And some of them are genuinely almost terrifying. Like the Sims baby or something.
Oh
Right.
god.
Glitching The Sims is pretty fun.
Yeah, my sister was so obsessed with that when it came out. She had all the different editions.
I go through phases with The Sims. I'm like, oh, I'm so bored of this game. Oh, new one came out. Oh, I gotta get it.
They just added, because when The Sims 4, the base Sims 4 came out, they didn't have pools in it.
Yeah, they added
EA
pools,
was
I
just
think.
we don't feel like adding pools. But then they just came out with a pool expansion, and you're like, why couldn't you put it in the base game? I don't understand.
They didn't
Everyone
have pools?
bitched
I
about
remember
the
they
fucking
did.
pools.
No, they
No.
didn't have it in The Sims 4.
People lost their shit because they didn't have pools, and I'm like, you just
People
want to
lost
drown
their
your
shit
Sims.
because there were no pools that they could drown their Sims in.
Yep.
That's what my sister did. She told me about that. She had her Sims in a pool, and she's like, "Hey, you know they can drown if I take out the ladder?" And I'm like,
Yeah, if you
"Really?"
take out the
And she
ladder,
took out the
it'll just-
ladder, and it died. And I'm just like, "Well, that was weird."
Yeah, but now I think
Too
with
stupid to get out of the pool.
I think with the pools in Sims 4, the Sims can get out without ladders. So to drown
Yay,
them,
they're
you
smarter.
have to like build a wall around the pool, and then they'll just stay in there.
You gotta be really determined. You gotta work for you. Stupid sim murder.
It'd be like a real murder. You have to really work for it. Oh my god.
Let's sign off now.
On that
Yes.
happy note.
Go watch
Yeah.
Glitches and go drown your Sims, everybody.
Drown your Sims today.
Have fun. Oh my god.
I was trying to tell people something to do, but I don't know what to do. I don't even know what I'm gonna do today.
Go
Probably
find
gonna-
Fran and tell her to get right on here.
Yeah, Fran's working, so everyone should go bitch at her because she has to work and make money and make a living.
As we
How
all
dare
do.
we? I don't wanna. Somebody just send me money so I don't have to work.
Cool.
Me too. Send me monies. All the monies.
So, bye.
Later.
Sayonara.
Bye.